Hi, my name is Jessica Antee. I'm a K-5 STEM teacher in Marietta City Schools. This is my Artifact 6. Standard 3.1 is D Criterion 8. Implement learning experiences for students to be empathetic and socially responsible. Standard 3.3 is D Criterion 10. Mentor students in safe, ethical, and legal use, including intellectual property. And Standard 3.4 is D Criterion 11, model responsible use, including protection of digital identity and personal data. To do this, I created lesson plans to teach the 5th grade students at our school. Both of these lesson plans focused on ISTE Student Standard 1.2b. The first lesson was titled Empathy in the Digital World. In this lesson, the students explored ways to show empathy to their friends, family, and teachers. They explained how empathy can be used when responding online. Here are examples of my students' work in responding to situations with empathy. Part 2 of the lesson continued enhancing the students' knowledge of showing empathy digitally. In this lesson, students came up with situations where they would want others to show empathy to them. After coming up with the scenario, they wrote a response showing empathy. Here you see my students' work creating their own examples of situations where they would want others to show empathy to them. Upon reflection in these lessons, I was able to provide support for English learners that help them be successful. I plan on continuing to teach lessons on digital empathy throughout the school year. Standard 3.3, Criterion 10, mentor students in safe, ethical, and legal use, including intellectual property. I created lesson plans to teach 5th graders in our school how to use safe and ethical practices when using technology. The title of this lesson is Internet Ethics for the Win. In this lesson, students learn what ethics are and how they apply to online behavior. Students brainstorm words and phrases related to internet ethics and share their ideas by doing a gallery walk. Here are my students working on providing words and phrases about internet ethics. Students surprised me on how well they did without additional prompting or discussion. Through reflection on the lesson, students caught on quickly to the concept. I plan on continuing to teach lessons on internet ethics throughout the year. Standard 3.4, Criterion 11, model responsible use, including protection of digital identity and personal data. I did this by teaching 2 lessons to students about responsible digital use. The first lesson is titled, I Have a Digital Footprint. In this lesson, students are taught about responsibly picking screen names, handles, and email addresses. Students then use their handle to create a post. Guidelines remain posted on the board throughout the students' work time. Here are some examples of students' handles and social media posts. In this lesson, Keep It Private, students learn the importance of digital privacy. I use my own personal accounts to show students ways to keep their information private. They practice making appropriate, safe posts to our school class discussion on Schoology. Here are privacy settings from my social media accounts that I shared with students. Here you see my students' Schoology posts introducing themselves while using the guidelines and examples discussed in class. Upon reflecting on these lessons, students had sufficient background knowledge and grasped the concepts quickly. Students were even able to ask questions of others to expand the conversation.